I made $29,550 from a single client, not from running ads, not from some fancy sales script, not from some complicated marketing funnel. I did it with one thing, the right offer system, okay? And by the end of this training, I'm gonna break down exactly what that means, why most coaches are leaving tens of thousands of dollars on the table with their current offers, and how you can implement the same system to make way more money per client without working harder. And if you don't believe what I'm saying here are all the screenshots to prove that, okay? Now, just a quick disclaimer before starting the video. I'm not gonna sit here and promise or guarantee you'll get the same results just by watching this video, okay? That will be bullshit, because your results depend on your specific situation, like your age, your audience, your starting point, and then how well you implement what I'm teaching here. So there are a lot of factors to play, okay? What I can promise is this: I'm going to share the exact strategies and insights that got these results. And if you implement them correctly, instead of just nodding along and doing nothing, you will make more money, okay? So if you're a coach who's tired of making 2 to 3K per client while watching others like me pull 30K plus from the same type of person, stay till the end. All right. Now, before I explain what the right offer system is, I need to show you what it's not, okay? Because most people, and I was one of them, are using an offer system that caps how much money they can make per client, and they don't even realize it, right? So this is the old offer system, which is what most coaches do. So look, when most coaches think about making more money, they think, I need better marketing, I need better sales script, I need to improve my close rate. And sure, those things help, but they're missing the most important thing, their offer system. Okay, because here's the truth: if your offer system is capped at 3K per client, it doesn't really matter how good your marketing is, you're never gonna make 30K from a single person, okay? It's logically impossible. So let me explain how most coaches structure their offers and why it's keeping them broke. And most coaches are doing one of these three things, okay? So the first thing is the one and done model, okay? Let me just open this talk and explain what it is, right? So here's what they do. They usually have one offer, usually a 3-month or 6-month coaching program for like 2 to 5K. Client signs up, goes through the program, gets result, or doesn't, and then that's it. It's done, right? The relationship ends. So for example, business coaches teach them how to get clients, trading coaches teach them a strategy, relationship coaches help them fix their marriage, and boom, goodbye, right? Nothing happens after that. Now here's what's wrong with it. You just left so much money on the table, it's actually painful. Think about it. You spent all that time and energy acquiring this client, running ads, creating content, doing sales calls. You finally get them to say yes, you help them get results, they trust you, they like working with you, and then you're just letting them go. You're constantly on this hamster wheel of needing new clients to make more money, right? And you're capping yourself at whatever that one offer is priced at, right? If your offer is 3K, you're never making more than 3K per client, period. All right, this is the first mistake. Now here's the second mistake, the confusing tier model, right? Here's what happens in this. They either create a bronze, silver, gold, platinum kind of situation, right? Multiple offer packages, 3 to 5 different packages at different price points. And they think this is a smart move because now they can serve everyone or wherever, right? Here's what's wrong with it. You're just confusing people. You're just doing that and confuse people to not buy. All right. When you give someone 3 options before they even trust you, or if you can even help them, they freeze. All right. They don't know which one to pick. They overthink it, and most of the time, they do not pick anything. Plus, you're forcing them to make a big decision upfront when they're not even ready. Right? They don't know you yet. They don't know if this is going to work. So they either ghost you or they pick the cheapest option just to try it out, right? I'm sure you guys have had these situations in the past. Now, the last mistake is the low ticket monthly model. Here's what happens in this. They charge like $200 to $500 per month for ongoing access related to group calls, a community, or any other resources. And business coaches do this with their mastermind communities. Trading coaches do it with signal groups where they share daily trade setups. Relationship coaches probably do it with weekly Q&A calls. Now, here's what's wrong with it, all right? You're trading dollars for hours at a shitty exchange rate. Okay, let's do them out, right? If you're charging, let's say $300 per month for this low ticket community, you need 100 clients just to make 30K per month, right? 100 clients. Do you know how exhausting it is to serve 100 people every single month? You're basically running a customer service operation at this point. You're not a coach, you're a community manager. And here's another problem, all right? Low ticket monthly offers attract people who don't value your time, in most cases, right? They're not committed, they'll cancel the second they hit a rough month financially, right? So if those three models don't work, right, the low ticket, the confusing tier, the one and done model, if those three models don't work, and trust me, I'm trying all of them, what does? This is where my new offer system comes in. So here's the new offer system and how I made 20K from a single client. Not 20K actually, but around 30K, right? This system allowed me to make 29,550 from a single client without burning out, without saving 100 people at once, and without capping how much money I can make, right? The new offer system is built on one principle: selling the right thing at the right time. Not everything up front. This is the important part. Not a confusing menu of options, not trapping yourself in low ticket hell. The right thing at the right time, okay? Here's how it works. So step one, the hybrid fronted offer. Here's what it is. First, you need a hybrid fronted offer, okay? This is what you sell first. What gets people in the door? It's basically a combination of done for you plus done with you elements, all right? Now, why do we have this instead of the usual coaching offer, which is a course, coaching calls, and a community? Well, simply because in most cases, it doesn't get people great results. That's just the truth. With the usual offer, the client has to do all the work to get the result. And let's be honest, most people can't do all the work themselves. And then what happens is they don't get the desired result and they blame you. Okay, to fix this, we came up with a solution, a hybrid front-end offer where we do 50 to 80% for the client and they do the remaining work. Okay, now this gets them 10 times better results, which allows us to charge premium prices and helps us stand out in the market, right? Since we're not offering the same thing as everyone else. Here's why it works, because you're removing the biggest objection, risk, right? When someone doesn't know you yet, asking for 30K is hard, but asking for 5 to 10K for something that solves a specific immediate problem, that's doable, right? They say yes, you deliver insane value, you get them results, and now they trust you, right? And here's the key. When you're delivering this front-end offer, you're learning about their situation, their goals, their problems. You're positioning yourself as the person who understands them better than anyone else. Now, you're not just a service provider, you are their trusted advisor, right? And that's when the magic happens. Now, once they're in and you are delivering, this is when most coaches stop. They deliver what was promised and move on, but not you, all right? Which is step two, one-time back-end offers, okay? So as you're working with them, you will start seeing gaps in their business or in whatever you are selling to them, right? Things they need that weren't part of the original offer. So for example, if you're a business coach and you're helping out business owners, maybe those business owners need the sales process rebuilt, right? Maybe they need a new funnel, maybe they need ads management. But let's say you are a trading coach, right? So for your trading students, maybe they need a custom trading board built. Maybe they need advanced risk management training. Maybe they need help setting up a prop firm account, right? Or for relationship coaches, maybe your students need one-on-one couple sessions after the group program. Maybe they need help planning a reset trip with the partner, right? Whatever it is, you present it as a one-time back-end offer, okay? So you can say something like this: hey, I notice you're struggling with this specific problem. I can solve this for you for a specific price. Do you want me to handle it? As simple as that, right? And these back-end offers can range anywhere from 2 to 10K depending on what it is, right? Now here's why it works, because now they already trust you, right? You have already sold them the hybrid front-end offer and you've already brought results for them. So now they actually trust you with another offer, right? You've already delivered results. They have already seen you as the expert. So when you identify a new problem and offer a solution, they're not skeptical. They're actually relieved in most cases. So thank God you can fix this too, right? Because everyone wants to have someone who can do all the things for them, right? Nobody likes talking to 10 different people for 10 different problems. So this is why when you identify a problem and offer a solution, they're actually relieved, right? The sale is easy because now the trust is already there, right? This is how I went from the initial 5 to 10K to adding another 8 to 10K with backend offers with this client. I wasn't being pushy or greedy. I was genuinely seeing problems they had and offering to solve them at the right time, which is the most important thing, right? Timing is everything here. If I pitch these backend offers on day one, they'd probably say no. But 3 weeks in after I've already helped them, it's basically like a no-brainer at that point. Right? So now you've made 5 to 10K from the front-end offer, another 8 to 10K from back-end offers, and you're still at like 13 to 20K from one client, right? But we're not done yet, okay? So step 3 is the monthly continuation offers. Now here's what it is. So once you've delivered the right front-end offer and the back-end offers, you present them a monthly continuation offer, right? So you can say something like, hey, we've done amazing work together. And by the way, these things work best if you pitch them on calls, right? You can have monthly review calls at the end of every month and pitch new offers, new stuff, things like that, right? So you can say something like, hey, we've done amazing work together. You've seen the results. I'd love to keep working with you on an ongoing basis to make sure you keep scaling, right? And here's what that looks like. You can just then discuss the pricing and what deliverables will be for that specific pricing, okay? Now for business coaches, this might be ongoing funnel optimization for their clients and monthly strategy calls. For trading coaches, it's going to be live trading room access plus personalized trade reviews, right? Or for relationship coaches, this might be monthly check-ins to maintain the progress they've made, right? So this is usually priced at 1 to 4K per month, depending on the scope, okay? Now here's why it works. Because at this point, they do not want to stop working with you. Why? Because you've already helped them make way more money or help them achieve their desired outcome, right? Then they paid you. They see the value and they want to keep going. And unlike the low ticket monthly model where you're serving 100 people, you're serving one person for 1 to 3K per month, which is a big difference. Now here's the map, right? So let's say your front-end offer is between 5 to 10K, back-end offer is 8 to 10K, monthly continuation is 3 to 9K. Total is 16 to 29K from a single client. That's how I made $29,550 from just one person. Not by having one 29K offer, but by having the right offer system, which is what I showed you in this video. That's all the right thing at the right time. Now, don't stop watching just yet, okay? Because I want to make sure you understand how to implement this for yourself, okay? So just to kind of recap, this is the three-part system. The new offer system that has three components that work together to maximize revenue per client. First is your hybrid front-end offer, which is a high-value entry point that gets them results and builds trust. Second is the one-time back-end offers, which solves specific problems that emerge during delivery. Lastly is the monthly continuation offer, which is basically ongoing support to maintain and scale results. And look, this sounds simple when I explain it all like this, but here's the thing, even when you have the right offers, you got to price them right? You got to position them right. You need to know when to introduce each one. You need to know how to sell them without being pushy. So there's a lot of nuance here. And this is exactly what we teach and do for you in my iOS program. We not only show you how to structure your offer system, we actually build it for you, okay? We handle the positioning, the pricing, the entire setup, so you're not guessing. Right? And if you want to learn how it all works, you can just click the first link in the description and book a strategy call, right? We will walk you through your current situation and show you exactly how we would restructure your offers to maximize how much you make per client, plus install all the other systems, which are sales, appointment setting, content team, all that good stuff that you would need to scale to 20K, 50K, and even 100K months, right? Now let's keep going. So these are three critical implementation rules, okay? So you've got the right offer system now, front and back end continuation, but here are three things you need to get right or this whole thing falls apart, all right? Rule number one, do not sell back-end offers too early. So this is the biggest mistake I see coaches make when they learn this amazing system is they're trying to sell everything too fast. Look, I get it. You want to make money fast. I want to do that too. But we have to think about it from the customer's point of view. Okay, client turns up for the front end offer, and on day two, basically in most cases, coaches are already pitching the back end stuff. Do not do this, okay? You got to deliver first, build trust, get them results. And then when you see a genuine gap, that's when you offer the solution, right? If you do it too early, it looks like a bait and switch, right? Like you just wanted to get them in the door so you could just upsell them. That destroys your trust and they'll probably never buy from you again. Guys, selling the right thing at the right time means having patience. I know you want to make 30K right now, but if you rush it, you make zero, okay? That's rule one. Rule two, each offer needs to solve a specific problem, right? So your front-end offer solves one main problem because this is what gets them in. Then your back-end offer solves different problems they'll face after that main problem has been solved. Then your continuation offer solves ongoing problems, okay? Do not make the mistake of bundling everything together and calling it a 30K package. That's going back to the old confusing tier model, all right? Each offer should be laser focused on one outcome. That actually makes it easy to sell and easy to deliver as well. When everything is specific and clear, people actually say yes. That's rule two. Rule three, your continuation offer should be optional, not required. All right. Some coaches make this mistake of requiring clients to sign up for a monthly continuation as part of their original agreement, which is made when you actually sell the hybrid front-end offer. Do not do that. The power of the continuation offer is that it's their choice. They choose to keep working with you because they want to, okay? Not because they're locked in. And that keeps the relationship healthy. They feel they're in control and you're not chasing people who do not want to be there, right? Plus, if you've delivered results, they're going to want to continue anyway, right? So you don't need to force it, right? That's how you make 30K from a single client instead of capping yourself at 3K and constantly needing more people. But here's the thing, you can have the best office system in the world, front end, back end, continuation, all priced perfectly. But if you can't book appointments with qualified people who can actually afford your offers, it's useless, okay? This is why in this video right here, I'll show you exactly how we help the coach book over 166 qualified appointments and how you can do it too, all right? Because a great office system without appointments is like having a Lamborghini with no gas. It looks good, but it's not taking you anywhere. So watch this video next on how to book 166 plus appointments, because that's what feeds this entire system. That's pretty much it from this video. If you like this, please do not forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos like this and comment down if you've got any questions. And yeah, have an awesome day.